Brent walked into my life wearing an out-of-fashion Madras plaid shirt and jeans. I'd say that I didn't notice the shirt because I was dazzled by this tall, dark, and handsome young man. Well, indeed, I was dazzled, and indeed, he was tall, dark, and handsome. But I've remembered that shirt all these years, perhaps a premonition of his dressing habits to come. Brent had recently returned from his mission and was working that summer as a moving van driver. En route, he had stopped to visit his brother Larry, who lived in my ward there in Davis, California. Larry's wife, Bonnie, was the music director at Mutual, so she had invited Brent and his guitar to sing for us that night. And as they say, the rest is history. He sang a Mexican song, Bésame mucho, which means kiss me a lot. I flirted a bit, Brent's heart was captured. He actually told his cousin that he had met the girl he would marry, and we both remembered.
Oh, how I love this country. It's the best that I've ever known. Though I've traveled to others and seen many towns, my heart keeps bringing me back to this land I call home, where freedom was bought and paid for by the valiant who fought with pride. For freedom is anxiously watching and waiting for the people who keep her alive.
Brent cooked a lot. For the 10 years of my teaching seminary, he fixed a hot breakfast for the kids before sending them out the door. He made wonderful pancakes and waffles, eggs of all kinds, creamed this and that. He made the best homemade ice cream, punch for lots of parties and recitals, fudge and honey caramels. The honey caramels we took caroling every year.
Hot breakfasts with Dad were a definite part of my upbringing. Whole wheat pancakes on Sunday mornings, the sound of the grinder is still clear in my mind. He would make me breakfast before seminary, but I put a stop to breakfast burritos. Yuck. I love, love, love Dad's potatoes, but not the grape juice with mouthwash.
He always made a hot breakfast, hence why I always looked forward to cold cereal when traveling. Wheat toast with warm milk and cinnamon, eggs with potatoes, onions, and peppers. I ran to my friends about Dad's whole wheat pancakes, and we usually requested these after a sleepover.
I remember that we ate well. When I think of how Mom cooked all the time, us ever so rarely eating out, I am in awe. And Dad making us breakfast nearly every morning, amazing. For the most part, I think I liked what we ate. Lots of casseroles, soups, stir-fry, tacos, hamburgers, and Dad's best hot dogs and potatoes. There was one meal that I remember being totally gross. It was some kind of creamed spinach casserole with hot dogs on top. Yuck. I certainly did not appreciate Mom and Dad's love of onions, peppers, and salsa as a child, but I do now.
Dad's method for cooking. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Don't write anything down and never repeat the same recipe twice. Dad's method for making juice. Take whatever is in the freezer or food storage, orange juice, apple juice, grape juice, Sprite, root beer, etc., and mix it into a large jug. Dad's method for marinating meat. Take whatever is left of the juice and add seasoning with a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Dad's stir-fry. It was always different, but always yummy.
Bunnies in the backyard, and then into my chicken broccoli casserole.
Rabbit tastes like chicken, especially when you don't know that you're eating it.
I'm sorry, but rabbit does not taste like chicken.
With the birth of each of our children, Brent's love as a father grew. He never avoided changing diapers or giving baths to children, and only a little hesitation when cleaning up vomit. Because I was such a sound sleeper, it was Brent who got up with the kids at night, including with the newborns. He'd get them changed and ready for me, bring them and the bottle to me in bed so I didn't even have to get up. He adored and was delighted by his children. He also liked to lecture them. Fast Sunday afternoons were reserved for father interviews on our bed. I know that he looked forward to those few minutes with each of his children each month.
I loved the interviews with Dad on his bed once a month on Sundays.
I didn't like seminary. Although for a little while Dad had to come and be my seminary and Sunday school teacher. It may or may not have been because my friends and I were so awful that our teachers had quit their callings. Whatever the reason, I wasn't as dismayed as I should have been about it because Dad was an excellent teacher. I thoroughly enjoyed his lessons and remember feeling excited about learning the gospel, although I'm sure I was careful not to let on about that.
Dad was and is the best home teacher. Not even joking, he actually made the effort to be part of the lives of people we visited.
When I turned 8, Dad was the bishop of our ward. I got to climb into his lap during my baptism interview.
I will love you forever, forever and always, it's true. This life isn't long enough for the love I will give you, so forever and always I do. Yes, I will love you forever and always, till forever and always I do.